Cool.
Okay, I got a question for the girls.
What's up?
In the social media era, are women more selective now, or let's say 50 years prior? We'll start here with Miss Philadelphia. Do you think women are more selective now in the social media era, or 50, 60 years ago?
I would say that they're more selective now.
Why?
Because with social media, like you have access to like a lot of different things, a lot of different people with dating apps, social media. So there's a bigger pool, and maybe like some women think like, okay, that they're that like the guy they're looking for maybe is not like on their level. So like they think like there's access to like a maybe like guys that they wouldn't have had access to like 50 years prior.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think women are more selective now in the social media era or 50 years prior? So maybe your grandmother.
Yeah, I think they're more selective now, primarily because social media has exposed everyone to new looks, and especially for even men as well. I think like social media exposes you to a lot more attractive people, and then it's like, oh, you look at social media rather than in real life. I guess.
Do you think men are more selective as well now?
Yeah, most like I've even heard experiences from older men saying like, "Oh, back then it was much harder to find a beautiful women, and now I can just go on Instagram and boom, they're right there." And you can also meet people.
But how successful are they in actually meeting these women, you think? Realistically speaking.
I mean,
Is that how they meet you?
depends.
Yeah.
There's social media? No.
Okay.
But I have met some people through online. So I think it does open a new, world.
You think those men that you met online have the same amount of options that you have online?
Yeah. More.
You think more? Interesting. Okay.
I don't know. I think
You don't
it
know?
depends.
Okay. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now or 50 years ago?
Well, after COVID, everybody a homebody. So you got to do everything virtually. I just made a Tinder the other day.
No, don't do
Bro,
it.
I was against online
Don't do it,
dating
bro.
until I couldn't find a dude in person. Like,
That desperate.
So are you saying
I
women
just
are
want
more
a
selective?
partnership.
Don't do it. Don't do
To
it.
answer the question, do you think women are more selective now or 50 years
Yeah,
ago?
now they a homebody. That was my answer.
So they are more selective because they're homebodies.
They're homebodies, so they have to do it virtually.
Okay. All right. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now or 50 years ago?
I'm very selective, but I think no. She's not more selective now.
You don't think women are more selective now?
No.
Why do you say that?
But if I see my friends and other people, I don't think people are selective.
What makes you say that?
I think some people don't want to are single and they choose the first person.
That approached them?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Do you select the first person that approaches you?
No, me, I have a partner in my life. I don't have a...
Gotcha,
I
bitch.
don't need a boyfriend.
Okay.
Partner?
Partner for life. It's my twin.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's what she meant.
I
but-
love it.
Oh, look at her.
Okay. But you think other women pick the first guy that comes up to them?
Yes, but some of my friends.
They pick
I
the
don't
first guy?
think my friend was in love with all boys they find, but it's
mean-
my opinion.
Do you mean to just date that night?
What?
Do you mean for that night specifically? He means for like boyfriend.
For boyfriend.
Yeah.
So you think women are less selective now?
Yes.
Okay.
She's also from it might be different in Canada.
Maybe.
All right. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now in the social media age or 50 years prior?
They're more selective now because they think they have more options.
Okay.
But a lot of people today on the dating scene are short term. they don't see it on short. They see life in a short term. So it's like, oh, I can keep going. The grass is greener concept.
Mhm.
And real relationships take real work. I mean, there's a reason that I've been through these cycles, and we're not always perfect, but we do emotional work, we do communication, we work things out. So it takes work. And I see a lot of people that have not even been shown that they can do certain types of work.
So you think women are more selective now because of perception?
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
training, social training.
Okay. Can you explain the social training? What do you mean specifically?
Well, if you look at our culture right now, everybody thinks there's 30 options. And yeah, you might have 30 options to go out on a single date or a few dates. But there's also
you
like
said everybody. Do you mean
like
both
a lot
men
of
and women?
more
Or are you
women than men.
okay.
Men that have more options always have more options because they've got that type of swagger. The majority of men do not because they don't. Well, frankly, they probably have given up on dealing with most American women.
Okay.
So money.
So you think more women are selective because of being socially trained to think that they have more options?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or to think short term. Everyone thinks short term. I mean, the 6-second video is popular for a reason.
Okay. All right. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now in the social media era or 50 years prior?
They are definitely more selective now because the people I am around with, they all look like for money and fame. Just because they have that or whatever, like you got like a base of fans, they think they deserve like better instead of looking for like feelings and what's the name, commitment in a relationship or like in a man.
So they want a guy that has money and fame.
Basically, like girls nowadays, that's what they want. Like
Okay.
I'm better, so like I deserve better.
And what do they bring to the table to ask for that?
Well, I'm just saying, like people that I've been around with, that's how they act. Instead
Yeah,
of like,
but I'm asking, like, if they want money and fame from a guy, what do they bring
well,
in
they
return?
basically like they have that, so they want that.
Oh, they have money and fame. The girls
Yeah,
that
that
you're
I've
around.
been with. Yeah.
So they think that they deserve that because they have
Yeah.
it.
Instead
Okay.
of looking for like fire for like commitment, love,
But
like married, like they to marry. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's a match.
Well, and as you're pointing out, they think that that's better,
Yeah.
which that may not
It's
be
really
better.
not. Like, yeah, you gotta know your worth, but you gotta
Absolutely.
also like think about, you know, like for like commitment.
All right. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now or 50 years prior?
It's hard to answer at this question because the girls are more difficult with the boys because she changed a lot of boys, but the girl have more relation. It's hard to answer with that. Girls more try with a lot of boys, but they don't choose just one.
Oh, there's just multiple?
Yes, it's difficult to answer at this question. The girls are not difficult for have many boys in her life, but she changed because she are not satisfied.
Satisfied?
Yes.
She has multiple options, and she can choose
I
from
think
those
that was a
guys.
very long-winded way of saying women are pickier now.
Yeah.
That's how I interpret it.
Yes.
And they
So
have-
women are pickier now? Okay. So you disagree with your sister?
Maybe.
Language barriers.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's
What
cute.
about you?
Of course, yes. We have more options. Men and women have more options. I can't lie. I dated someone that lived in New Jersey. So, and I was living out here. I mean, why trip over
No, that's cool.
You
But
know?
do you think women are more selective now or before?
now? Because
Now?
we can see who's in New Jersey. we
It's
can see who's in
easy.
Africa. We can see who's in Dubai. I mean, I need to see who out there, but we can see who's in Texas. You know, we
Okay.
ain't gotta just wait around. We can go stalk somebody's page. I don't do that, but
Okay.
Oh yeah, sure you don't.
I know.
All right. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now or 50 years prior?
Definitely think now because just like what she said that social media opens up like our eyes to different, things. You know, we see couples do things and we're like, oh, like I want some of that. Like I want this, I want that. We have standards. So that puts us in a place where, you know, we're like, we want a certain guy like this, we want a certain guy like that. You know, we don't want to put our all into somebody just to get hurt in the end. So it's like we're very selective on who like we put our all to,
All right.
basically.
What about you? Do you think women are more selective now or before?
I think they're more selective now because I think social media is brainwashing all of us.
Okay.
Because we get
Yep,
on
yep.
social media and see everybody all fake ass happy because people go on the internet and act like they so happy, but they getting cheated on.
Mm.
And then it's like niggas are going on the internet and portray like they got so much money, they're doing so well in life because nobody gonna put how fucked up their life is on the internet. So it's like we be like, oh, we want him, but we really don't. Then we pick this nigga, he ain't shit.
Cat.
Is that from experience?
No, this is real life.
Okay.
Niggas ain't
It is
shit.
what it is.
Okay. So it looks like pretty much everyone at the table thinks women are more selective now than before. Well, let me ask this. Do you think women were better? How do I say this? Women were more wife material back then or now? We'll start
Back
here.
then,
Back then?
because let
Why?
me tell you why we not like